And then a random comedian came to me and was like, wow, so how do you know Estee? And then I was like, Estee? I was like, she sits at the table. They're like, yeah, how do you know her? I was like, what do you mean, how do I know her? She sat at the table, and one day I sat with her and then we started talking. And it's like, oh, but you guys seem to have a good time. I was like, yeah, the same way with every other comedian. And they're like, no, she's not a comedian. I was like, oh, cool, she just hangs out here. They're like, no, SD decides whether or not you can be a comedian. I was like, what does that even mean? And then by the time I found out it was late, but I was like, this woman sitting here with us is genuinely, that's why I say you are like a fairy godmother and the godfather
at the same time
of comedy in like the New York world. It's a weird role to have.
But I don't think it's a role that you can be given.
How did you even get it? I don't know. How did you get into this?
No one said, Estee, here we go, all right?
How
many years?
It develops.
How many years have you been doing it now?
Hold on. Can you hold on?
I'm ready.
44 years.
No ways.
Yeah.
Since 1981.
I started in 1982. I first came
at the Comedy Cellar? Or?
At the Comedy Cellar.
Jeez. Okay.
And I started part-time as a host at the door downstairs because I just had a newborn. And all the book about babies said the first 3 years you have to be with them. So I couldn't go back to work.
Estee, you didn't have to read the books to know that.
All the books about babies.
I mean,
the book said it.
The book said
if it was me, 3 months in, goodbye, child. But the books, I mean.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So for 3 years, I was a really good mom.
You're counting down, Estee.
And that's exactly what I did. That's exactly what I did. 3 years to the day. and I started working there, and I was hosting at the door.
No way.
So I've never known comedians of comedy or no interest. I came from a different world altogether. And little by little, I started falling in love with the art of stand-up, with comedians. I started recognizing how special comedians are and how different they are from civilians. And 44 years later, I can give you a report. It's a very interesting ingredients that the real comedians have, as opposed to wannabe or actors or singers. You speak your own words. You speak your own heart. You speak your own self, not somebody else, not a script. And to be good at it, it's a higher level of intelligence than most. It's courage, brave, because you're exposed, you're naked on that stage.
Yeah.
You're naked. And you never know if there is a Yahoo in the crowd that'll yell out something, and you have to be fast enough on your feet to respond and respond correctly and to your benefit. So not everybody can do that. Most people can't. It takes, if you think of people that are very successful in comedy, you will see that there is a thread of this characteristic. You have it. All the big guys really have it. You don't become famous and big and successful for a long period of time.
Long period.
That's the key.
Yeah, Eugene and I talk about this all the time.
It's not a flash and consistently. And then there are some people that use comedy in that stage as a stepping stone to this, as opposed of true, real, honest to goodness comedian. And today, when I look back, the ones that are really true comedians, you, Chappelle, Chris Rock, they're all famous people. Ray Romano, They still come. They still do stand-up. They still create. They still write.
They still perform.
As opposed to others that got a TV show or a movie.
And then they're out.
That's it.
Yeah,
Stepping stones.
they're out.
So that's a difference between A and B. And to be an A comedian, no matter what level, takes something that the others are lacking. They don't have it.
What I want to understand, though, is like,
Do you agree with that?
I agree, but there's something deeper in it that I've never really understood. I've never understood how you're able to achieve it, because I love stand-up comedy, genuinely.
Yeah.
You know, and even when I first came to the Comedy Cellar, my favorite part of being at the Comedy Cellar was, and still is, the fact that I got to watch the show. So I would stand there watching the show from the very beginning until I'm on stage, and then I'd stay afterwards to watch the person who came afterwards or what was happening. To me, it felt like it was like the greatest dream in the world to just be in this mix. But what I noticed more than anything was how different the comedians were. But then they were all being booked by the same person. The lineups were being chosen by the same person. You know, you go like, oh, Estee runs the Comedy Cellar, or Estee is the person who puts people on stage. It's like, you name a name, you can go back. You know, Kevin Hart, Amy Schumer, you know, Jon Stewart, Trevor Noah, Dave Chappelle, Michelle Wolf. Just name a name.
Yeah.
Just name a name.
Yeah.
At some point, as a young comedian, they came into contact with Estee
Yes.
Adoram, and she said, go onto that stage. And she put them in a lineup with
Yeah.
a person and then around a person.
It's like a puzzle.
Curated
Yeah,
it,
but that's what I don't understand is like, I don't understand how are you able to see good comedy beyond the laughs? And what I mean by that is, and I say this with due respect to anyone who may be offended, any idiot can go, that's funny because people are laughing. I've seen Estee put on lineups where there's a comedian who's not necessarily getting a laugh in that show, but then a few years or a few months later, they go on to become one of the biggest, they just blow up. And then everyone at the Cellar goes, oh yeah, we always knew them. But I go, yeah, but Estee, how did you see beyond where the audience saw them at that time to see that they were going to be an amazing comedian? I don't understand where you get that from.
You've got that.
No, not like
I'll
Estee.
tell
No,
you a
no,
little
no,
bit about it, but
not like Estee though. Honestly, honestly.
Thank you. I don't want to name drop, but there is somebody
Drop
that
names.
told me,
Dave Kibuka?
Judd Apatow told me that, okay? He says, you are booking good shows because you have good taste. And it's the good taste and be able to see beyond the obvious. If you get on stage, when I saw Trevor Noah the first time on stage, I saw the seed that is Trevor Noah now.
Oh.
Although you were already polished when I saw you, compared to some of the new comics I see now. But you can see the seed, you can see the root of the essence of who you are and how you project it. The bottom line is, it's a comedy show. People get babysitters and travel and put themselves out to come and have a good time and laugh.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line.
That's the bottom line. And my responsibility is to build a show that will give them that entertainment. The thing is, you mix it up. You said, I put X, Y, and Z on the show.
Right.
To create an essence, to create the feeling that not boring. They're all different from each other. I can book 5 people that are very much alike. It's going to be boring. By the fifth person,
Yeah.
you already heard it all.
Yeah.
You got to interject something different, something new. The beginnings, I met Chappelle, he was 18 years old. And another comic came to me at 3 a.m. We used to be open really that late. And there was like maybe 10, 15 people in the room at that time. And he said to me, you see this guy? I saw him in D.C. He's really funny. He was sitting in the booth in the olive tree eating. And I went over, introduced myself, and I said, can you go up and do a few minutes for me? And he says, yeah. And he went out and destroyed.
This is Dave Chappelle at 18.
18. And so I kept saying 19. He corrected me that he was 18. And I remember I called Manny, the owner, Manny Dwarman, at 3 a.m. I woke him up and I told him, I said, I saw somebody really unique, really special. He said, oh, good for you. Hanged up. But you could see then at 3 a.m.,
The seed.
you could see the essence of that guy. And he was funny.